Sonic the Hedgehog for the Mega Drive, or Genesis, was an absolute classic. It sounded, looked, and played great. But Sega achieved what they wanted to do, rival against Mario and Nintendo. And that isn't easy to do, mind you. Think of all those other platformers that tried to do that but failed. So, Sega had in mind a sequel, a much bigger and better sequel that would beat Sonic 1 in every way possible. This sequel was going to involve time travel, but Sega of America were working on the game and so was Japan. They were sending ideas back and forth, but it was too chaotic, so eventually Japan made an entirely different game. That would be Sonic CD, but back to Sonic here. A bunch of things were dropped, but eventually the game came out. People kept buying it until it became the best-selling game on the Mega Drive and the best-selling Sonic game to date. But anyway, I'm dodging the point of the video, so let's get on to it. If you couldn't tell, I love Sonic 1. It was everything I wanted from a platformer and more. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5, so that proves it. And if it's a bigger sequel, it has got to be even better than that, right? Well, that's what this video is for, so let's jump straight in. First off, the story. Well, this isn't really a different story compared to the first game. Dr. Robotnik is trying to take over South Island again, and Sonic has to stop that. But this time, Robotnik was watching Star Wars and made the Death Egg. Sorry, Vader. Sonic dies in one hit, but with at least one ring, he can take 2 hits. And Sonic isn't by himself this time. No, he has a buddy called Miles Prower. Ugh. But everyone knows him as Tails. He's really just there to copy Sonic's moves, but if you have a second player that can control Tails, he can be abused to take down bosses really quickly. And just like the first game, there are Chaos Emeralds. Chaos Emeralds are hidden inside special stages, which you can only obtain if you get enough rings inside the special stage. You can enter these by getting 50 rings and passing by a checkpoint. Sparkles will fly out that you need to jump into when they are big enough. In fact, let's get into the special stages. This time, there are half-pipe structures that you need to run through and collect enough rings before passing a checkpoint. I honestly can't stand these special stages, because it takes so much memorization to get through them. Oh, and Tails can really mess you up here. If he gets hit by a bomb, you lose 10 rings, which, believe me, will be pretty essential. This time, there are 7 Chaos Emeralds, and this would become the staple amount for the rest of the series. Except for Sonic Spinball. But if you collect all 7, you get an ability called Super Sonic that you can transform into after getting 50 rings and jumping. Super Sonic, aside from making you invincible, lets you run faster and jump higher. This time there is a new ability called the Spin Dash. By holding down on the D-pad and pressing the jump button a couple times, Sonic will rev up the Spin Dash. By letting go of all the buttons, Sonic will go flying across the screen in ball form and destroy everything in his way as long as he is in ball form. There is also a multiplayer mode, which is really just a race with another player. Woo. Oh, and there are also only 2 acts instead of 3 in each zone. Woo again. Now it is time to You start off your adventure in Emerald Hill, where I swear it's just Green Hill with a different level design. Next up is Chemical Plant, which is a city with enclosed chemicals for bridges. Here you can also outrun the screen. Aquatic Ruin is up next, which is a water level with barely any water. Casino Night is really just a casino. Enough said. Hilltop is just mountains painted blue and a boring level. Mystic Cave is a moss cave with some really awesome music. Ocean has a giant lake, which has factories with smoke coming out of them. What would happen if there was a fire next to it? No, don't worry, I was just asking. Then we have Metropolis Zone, which has 3 acts instead of 2 for some reason. But this place has shellcrackers, Asterons, and I'm not going to stay on this topic for too long because it already has hours and hours on it, but jeez! So much is one of the cheapest endings in gaming history. Look at that! How am I supposed to avoid that? But after that we have Sky Chase, which is a relaxing flyby with flying turtles to dodge. It is also 1 act long. Then we have the 1 act zone known as Wink Fortress, which isn't hard but has bottomless pits everywhere that are annoying for the first timer. But then after that, Sonic flies up to the Death Egg where he fights Silver Sonic and the final boss, the Death Egg Robot. Anticlimactic, I know. But anyway, strike Dr. Robotnik's chest 8 times and Sonic will escape the exploding Death Egg, ending Sonic 2. Now on the controls and overall feel, again. Well, Sonic has the exact same control and feel as in the previous game, so I don't have any problems there. The music is also great. It doesn't sound like the Mega Drive music and it sounds beautiful. If you couldn't tell already, I love this game. More than the original even. I definitely think that you should try it out. I'm going to give it a score of... Ace is going to hate me for this. 4.5 out of 5. A game to definitely have in your collection. And with that, this has been the Reviewr, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So see you then.